religious leaders, it's a shame to them that they use the house of God to make money, to enrich themselves. The mega churches are not seeing the glory from the east. They are not seeing the glory from Nigeria. Why? The glory is from the east. It's an Igbo man. The number one president of presidents will emerge from the southeast of Nigeria. All those Okalo, Okezie, all the so-called governors, step forward now. Forget those your ambition. Jesus is the way, is the truth, is the light. He's going to restore the glory of Igbo nation. Nobody, I said it, I am prepared to go with this glory. If Nigerians, if the Igbos refuse to embrace the light, and it's going to fill them, shelter them, accommodate them, give them peace, the killings will stop. All these killings over the nation is an act of God. The people have rejected God, and God rejected them. Let my people rise up. Let my people rise up. Now, where he is, let him tell his boys, let them stop sheath their sword and allow peace to reign in Igbo land. They have destroyed a lot. Many have died. People are suffering for the sake of the IPOB. Fellow Biafrans, wake up. Seek the face of God through Prophet Nwoko. You have no cause to regret. You will see the light this year, before May comes up. If you are ready to seek the face of God, we are ready to hand over the glory of God to you people. My brothers in the diaspora, you are suffering because of this glory. You are carrying a flag, demonstrating this is not the way of the Lord, the way he has planned for Biafra nation. Biafra is just like when you see David, who destroys Goliath. It's still something is going to happen. David is going to destroy all the forces of darkness in this country and lift up this nation to the highest point. Let all the senators, Ekweremadu, Bishop Chukuma, all the men of God, Michael Okonkwo, I am starting to name them because they failed to do their will concerning the glory in East. And I'm beginning to ask, which God are these people worshiping? Which spirit are they calling? It's not the same Holy Spirit which is the author and the finisher. It's in our midst, and Prophet Nwoko is proclaiming this glory. Depressed men, wake up this time. Search for the truth. Nigeria will be free. Biafra will be free. Everybody will have a home to stay. If the press don't search for the truth, then they are not helping the nation. If the press don't search the truth, they are not helping the Biafran. Those who said no to the glory of God, let them remember that when light comes, darkness disappears. The darkness will disappear before May 29. Those who say that God is not living, they will come and embrace the glory of God. Nigerians, be you Yoruba, be you Hausa, be you Igbo, come to Lord now. This is the year. This is the manifestation of God's glory. After the 20 years of suffering from these politicians, these criminals who think they can fool everybody, but they cannot fool God. They can never fool God's mandate into this nation. Buhari, if you are really a man of God who wants peace to reign in Nigeria today, seek the face of Prophet Nwoko, so that we will not be destroyed, because the heaven have all the power to sow, to reap, to destroy, to build, to plant. Anything they want, they will give it to you. But I have pity on Buhari now, because the men of God misled him. And because of it, he is boasting that nobody can challenge him. I want to tell him today that the power from above has come to take over the throne of this nation and rebuild it, so that the world will see the blessing from the children who are suffering, from the students who have no admission, from those who finish their school who have no job, from the so-called nation, there's no work happening in this country anymore. The factories are empty, the prisons are full. The time for liberation has come, and all these people will be liberated. They will see peace through the prophet of God. We can never continue. When it gets tough, it is time that the intervention of God takes place. God is intervening now. Nigerians, listen to this voice. Don't make yourself an object of caricature, because you can never cheat God. You can never beat God's blessing. You can never beat the power of God. The Spirit is speaking out now. We don't need anything. All we need to set our people free, let them move and see salvation. Biafra is a glorious nation. All those who hated Biafra will come to love it again, because the Prince of Peace will lead them to the promised land. It's a mission that no wicked man born of flesh can stop the iniquities happening in the nation, except they want to see the glory of God. Time has come, and I'm appealing to everybody who listens to this message all over the world. Calm down your head, calm down your brain, listen what the Spirit is saying. And when you abide with the Spirit of God, then that time salvation has come. We are here to deliver 2019. We are now taking it to May 29. Buhari, Atiku, all the senators elect, so-called governors, they will, before 29, let them come and sit down and move this nation to the right path, which is the glory of God. Anything short of that, they are offending God. They are blaspheming again. There's no more blasphemy. And whosoever blasphemes God will never live to tell the story. Our to do the will of God is what I have come to tell the world. Questions before I show my pictures? Well, do you have anything to ask?
Are you still live?
Yes, Abi.
Yeah.
Bring the pictures.
Yes, Prophet. My first question will be, if going specific now, if you are given the leadership of Biafra, what kind of government will you be running? And on what platform are you asking for the leadership of Biafra?
When God speaks, you don't argue. I had a press conference in 2013. I, prophet of prophets, Anthony Nwoko, spiritually crowned for the nation and the world. I have been sent on a special mission for the glory of God, and at the same time for the downfall of a multitude of people in our nation and the world. To confirm the word of a prophet, John 8:32 said, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." The truth is finally here, but Nigeria find it difficult to believe. The truth is sweet, Nigeria tastes it bitter. The truth is light, Nigeria prefers darkness. The truth set people free, the nation remains in bondage. The spiritual responsibility of promoting and spreading, upholding righteousness has now been transferred in Igbo nation, but Nigeria refused to accept it. This is 2013. And in this part again, I told the Igbos, they sought God's mercy to the Igbo nation. The sovereign Lord has filled me with the Spirit. He has chosen me and sent me to bring good news to the poor, to heal the brokenhearted, to announce release to the captives and freedom to those in prison. He has sent me to proclaim that the time has come when the Lord saves his people and defeat their enemies. He has sent me to comfort all those that mourn, to give to those who mourn in the new nation joy and gladness instead of grief, a song of praise instead of sorrow. They will be like trees that the Lord himself has planted. They will all do what is right, and God will be praised for what he has done. They will rebuild cities that have been long ruins. My people, foreigners, will serve you. They will take care of your vineyards, and you will take care of your priests of the Lord. The servants of our God, you will enjoy the wealth of the nation and be proud that it is yours. Your shame and disgrace are ended. You will live in your own land, and your wealth will be doubled. Your joy will last forever. The Father says, I love justice and I hate oppressions and crime. I will faithfully reward my people, and make an eternal covenant with them. They will be famous among the nations. Everybody who sees them will know that they are people whom I have blessed. The new Jerusalem from southeast of Nigeria, rejoice because of what the Lord has done. She is like a bride dressed for her wedding. God has clothed her with salvation and victory. As surely as seeds sprout and grow, the sovereign Lord will serve his people, and all the nations will praise him. I declare to you on this February 2093 that the light from the east must shine for the world to see. This is 2013. Because without the salvation coming in, for God to restore his glory into the land, we have never started. And God's agenda, God has an agenda for his people. Let me check it out and give you the message of God's agenda. Now, this is your question. This is 2016. God's agenda to the Igbo nation. The name Exodus, are you on it? The name Exodus means departure and refers to the most important event in the history of Israel. The departure of the people of Israel from Egypt, where they have been slaves. Above all, the story describes what God did as he liberated the enslaved people and formed them into a nation with hope for the future. Biafra has a mandate and a covenant with the Holy God. Igbos will return to the nation God has prepared for them to serve God in truth and in spirit. It is a spiritual mandate for the Igbo nation worldwide, a divine nation, road to salvation as the Holy Spirit takes over the world from Igbo nation. The Spirit will raise an army with the loins, this is your question now, with the loins guided with the best of armor and truth. The Spirit will raise an army of righteousness. The Spirit will raise an army with the preparation of gospel of peace all over the world. An army with faith. An army with the spirit of perseverance, watching and praying. An army with the gifts of the Spirit. The righteous wants to gather in different denominations into one form called the glorious nation in the Biafran land. Any other question?
Well, I need, you just read something from the Bible, but for a layman now, what kind, I just want to know if we have the kind of government, what Biafran will be expecting, and how do you think that Nigerians or the federal government now will now hand over the East to you? Is it possible?
It is not, they are not handing it to anybody. It is God's decision. You cannot fight God. When the World Cup is being played, one nation takes the trophy, and every other nation congratulates. If a light is born in the East, who is the government of this country to say the light of the East will not shine? That means you have darkness there. Because anybody who does not embrace light is an antichrist. It's a demon. It's a wizard. It's a witch. What we are talking about, the light has come. It's very simple to detect. The three wise men saw the glory of Christ. What did they do? They searched for him. They saw the light. They paid him homage. Gold, myrrh, and frankincense. I'm telling all the religious leaders in the southeast of Nigeria, Mbaka, let them come out now. I'm challenging them now. That I'll give them the glory of God this before May 29. If they really love God, if they really love Christ, and not embracing Barnabas, what do they want? Is to see the truth. Is to see the child that is going to bless them. 49 years right now. I've never been in my hometown. No more here. I just say, I stand to make sure I declare this glory. I've passed a lot of tribulations, castigation from the southwest of Nigeria, different churches. I've slept in the bush when people plotted to make sure that they eliminate me. My message had been taken to Awolowo in 1987. The Celestial Church of Christ took my message to Awolowo, March 1987. Told him that there's a light born from the east and it's in the Celestial Church. That what will they do? Will they proclaim that message or will they abandon it? Awolowo told them, yes, he'll never be alive to see a small boy that came back from America to come and rule him from the Igbo land. He should eliminate me. And that was when the battle started. But today, all those celestial leaders are all dead. But Prophet Nwoko, with all the tribulations, castigation, everything I passed through, sold everything I have in my life to defend this glory, because I can never see a life to see Igbo nation, which God has blessed, become a nation that the world is making caricature of. When the blessing of the world is in there, which Buhari cannot stand and defend, who Buhari cannot come and speak to the light in front. All these people are unrighteous people. And any nation that not embrace righteousness, that nation will be cast away. Because righteousness exalts the nation, while sin is a reproach. And it is sin that Nigerians are suffering to the killings everywhere. I warned Obasanjo Babaka in 1999, don't install Obasanjo president, that man is a demon. If you put him president, this nation will never see peace. And this nation did not see peace up to today. I warned IBB in 1993, this is my glory, I'm a hidden agenda. I want to declare it. Let the light come out. Babangida refused in 1993. The same 1993, which I warned him, 1st January 1993. Everybody saw what happened in June 12. Babangida was thrown out. He stepped aside. The same thing, when Yaradua came, I sent my message. Nobody listened. Jonathan came in 2019. I warned Jonathan. The Messiah from the East. Use this opportunity as the president now and welcome this blessing. The Yoruba will not see such a blessing and deny it. Even the Hausa man, if Prophet Muhammad is to be in the world today, I don't think all this rubbish will be happening. Because the Hausas will impress. It's only Igbo land that sees their brother and cast their brother. And I'm beginning to ask, why? But heaven has said, whether Haneza like it or not, whether Mbaka like it or not, whether Bishop Chukuma like it or not, whether all the whole religious leader in Igbo like it or not, the truth, whether Ubwanye like it or not, because this glory is in Enugu here, they have nothing to offer God. It is God that will show them the way. They are not the one to show God the way. Let them wake up. The Bible says, he that thinks he stands, let him stand firm, so that he or she does not fall. The nations in Southeast now, let them stand firm. And see this light, this blessing of God, that will motivate the whole world and see Biafra, a nation. These flags they are carrying about, this red and black flag, it's not the flag God has destined for Biafra land. Biafra land is a flag, white and blue, which has been shown to me so many times. White stands for holiness. Blue, the power. All this rubbish they are carrying about Nnamdi Kanu and his propaganda group, they are just deceiving God, but they are deceiving themselves, because the judgment will touch the agitators in Igbo land. I met with Wazirike in 2005. This message was released in headquarters, Lagos. They took me to Okwe, telling Wazirike that this is the anointed one. Wazirike said they should forget anything of the prophet, that he started Biafra in 1999. But in 1993, I've already sacked IBB. In 1999, I warned on Obasanjo and his group. But Wazirike is telling the world through his member that they should forget anything about. Then I went back, when he said that, put that message out. 1 month, he was thrown to prison and spent 2 years. I did the work. When he came out in 2008, Ojukwu was at Okwe. When the mother died, I was there. After the burial, the men of God who brought me said, look, This man is stubborn. Upon the prison 2 years he spent, he's still stubborn. You don't have to go. You wait and see what you can. Tell him this message again. I slept in Nwoko for 3 days after the burial. Then I met Wazirike. I told Wazirike, if you don't let the glory of the Biafra move to the promised land, you will never live in Freedom House. Wazirike ran away later. Then the criminals occupied that place. It was when Uche Namadu was there in 2016 and went back to Ukwe. Prayed in that Freedom House for 17 days. Telling Father in heaven, it was a bush, that place nobody lives in. Telling Father, Biafra will never die. Whatever we've sacked Wazirike out of that place, but the Freedom House remains the property of the Biafra nation. I spent 17 days praying in the bush in Wazirike's compound. So, I think it is written that Biafra is a nation that will surprise the world through this glorious message. And believe me, you can't hide a light. All you have to do is come and verify yourself. We can't continue waiting for these demons, for this 2019 again. No. You have taken a lot of lives. Herdsmen everywhere. Boko Haram. It's only this glory that's going to stop Boko Haram. Because the moment this glory of Biafra is announced, Boko Haram will have some. All the South, Sarah Dokubo, all of them, they will come back to realize that Easterners, they own the light of the world. This oil that they are taking around, this oil was meant for this glory to be used and bring the whole world together. But the Igbo man is not enjoying it. The so-called South are not enjoying it.